over the world, cities are learning from other cities. Smarter technologies cut response times in Madrid, while monitoring water systems in Washington, D.C. Build off analytics that predict traffic in Singapore, and help prepare for flooding emergencies in Rio. With 2,000 projects, IBM is helping make cities smarter. I'm an IBMer. Let's build a smarter planet, city by city.
Welcome back. The story of R. Chellappan, the man who built numeric power systems from scratch, is different. Tenacious, doggedness and singularity of purpose seems to be his hallmark. My colleague Veena Krishna caught up with this reticent but very focused man to find out how he has managed to stay ahead in the race for the last 18 years.
Okay, Mr. Chellappan, Mr. Uppal, thank you for joining us. Mr. Chellappan, your success started by being at the right place at the right time. Take us through that.
Well, starting Numeric, our initial focus was in the digital electronics because we had a lot of passion for digital electronics, and our first line of products were digital instruments. And that was the time we had advice from our partners that India is really taking off into IT. Mostly computerization, I would say, not the information technology at the point in time. So every process was just poising towards automation. For example, banking computerization. So that was a good indicator to us that India will go for a big growth in computers, and computer power protection is very important. So that was the initial interest that we had.
Yes, Mr. Chellappan, you have the biggest of big clients in your pocket and right across sectors. How did you build up this loyalty and spread your network so wide and far?
See, the most important aspect is the uptime that we maintain to our customers, and always we take a position that we are the extended arm of every customer's electrical division. We don't draw a line between Numeric and our customers. In fact, we attach ourselves very strongly with our customers, practically work as their extended electrical arm, so we feel everything in the customer place is ours and we deliver the best. That customers, every single customer liked it, and today we retain more than 98% of our customers that are our customers from day one.
Okay, so can I say it's smooth sailing for you in some sense, and computerization is going to be on the rise. Uninterrupted power supply is something we all need. So what would make business fail for you?
One is competition. I would say unhealthy competition. The next could be, okay, more and more LCDs instead of CRTs, and more deployment of laptops and handheld computers, for example, tablet PCs and things like that. There is a possibility of certain markets going away from the AC power protection, but at the same time, the number of computers in the deployment in many cases has to increase. So generally, we don't see, at least for the next 20 years, there is any possibility of business drop, at least for a power protection company like us.
Mr. Uppal, how do you say they are different from other companies in the segment?
Now, what attracted us to Numeric was the fact that technology is important. So they've always been with it as far as technology is concerned, and now they're extending it to green energy as well. The second part, we found them very focused on customers and after-sale service. Now they've got around 250 centers available to them, and that I think is a key differentiator, because not only does it provide good customer service, but also ensures that there's high barriers of entry as far as competition is concerned. And the last, not the least, probably the most important, is also the entrepreneur behind the company. It has been 25 years of hard work, brick by brick. It's a company with very strong foundations. So that's what attracted us to the company.
A lot of trading is happening from China, Thailand,
right.
And the industry also is fragmented. So your 16% market share of an industry size of 3,600 crore, how easily can you increase it?
Numeric has the ability either to co-opt with the Chinese manufacturers in case if Chinese manufactured products suit Indian conditions very well, so we can co-opt with them, because company is open with the professional approach, The second is, every product that is made outside India cannot work in all geographies of India. So a good understanding of Indian geography and then Indian power conditions, Indian business requirements is very vital, and that is our real strength today. So we are not overconfident, at the same time we are certainly mean what we do.
That's good. And even in the global footprint, you went global largely when Infosys gave you your first project, international project. How important is a global footprint for you?
From the revenue point of it, or I would say from the bottom line point of it, it is extremely important for us to be on the global market. Reason, the pricing structure overseas in the matured markets is very good. So in terms of making better margins and then to stay in the globe as a global player, being an Indian company to grow as an MNC in the global scenario is a very important aspect. And Numeric has demonstrated it quite nicely. Thanks to Infosys, who gave us a first entry outside India in Mauritius. But today if you go to Mauritius, you will see more than 30% of the UPS systems in the island and the surroundings like Rodrigues, Seychelles, Reunion Islands, we have a lot of UPSs. From there we shifted our focus to Africa market, that's also growing quite steadily. For example, if you take US, NCR supplies lots of fast lane equipment to Walmart. So far we have supplied nearly 65,000 UPS systems to Walmart for their fast lane application. So that's another opportunity that Numeric has thanks to its technology and dedication to power conditioning. So certainly global market is inviting us.
And Mr. Uppal, HSBC plays a very important role here in helping companies on their global forays. So how do you bring in your global financial expertise?
We've worked with Numeric now for 7 years, and in fact our initial interaction with Numeric was not onshore but was offshore when they ventured into Sri Lanka, where we got extensive operations. So we were in a position to add value to the business there. The way we see it is, and Numeric in a way is no different, that as an international bank we should be able to tick one of the three boxes. Either the company should be trading, so with our global trade operations we can add value, or it should be investing offshore, again with a network we can add value, or thirdly it should have a need for offshore financing, where again we can add value. Fortunately for us, with Numeric we could tick all the three boxes because they have extensive imports and we assist them in structuring some good trade transactions across Asia and Africa. They also have offshore investments, as you said, Sri Lanka, but it's also in a place like Singapore, Mauritius, and hopefully many more countries. Again, we help open doors in these countries for them. Thirdly is also the need for offshore financing. So I think it's been a great fit from a complement perspective of international bank and Numeric.
I was reading somewhere that you are in a dilemma as far as you're selecting a successor. Now lots of industrialists have this when they have the children are not yet ready to take up, or they have not created the second line. So how do you manage that?
Whether through the generations or through professionals, creating second line is a top priority. Certainly we realized this a couple of years back, and right now there is a successor getting ready. Is not from inside Numeric, outside Numeric. He has already stepped in, and the second line creation through a professional engagement is very much on. And going forward, if our own children or the junior management people, if they come with the right merits and then right caliber, probably from this professional management they will take over. There is an opportunity, it's an open opportunity, but we believe in professional management rather than family members managing it going forward.
So for budding entrepreneurs who are watching this show, would you, and in the engineering field, would you advise them to have some industry experience before they set out to become an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Or is it just after studies is okay? I mean,
what I would suggest to the budding entrepreneurs, at least they should work for 4 to 5 years in a very good organization of their choice, with a very clear focus. What should they do after 10 years and 15 years? And they should choose an industry of that kind. And if they start practicing all the best practices, that's very important today. Technical experience or business experience is only about 25%. I would attach a lot of importance for good work practices, and if they blend the two together, good work practices and the business acumen and the technology all together, I think nobody can beat them. Every one of them can become successful entrepreneurs.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chellappan, for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Upal, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Well, what comes out loud and clear is that getting a head start in business is no guarantee for eternal success. You need to keep reinventing yourself to stay ahead in the race. These are the mantras that helped Chellappan build Numeric Power Systems. First, it is imperative to keep upgrading your technology and your people too. 2, let not competition force you to think short term. Always think long term. Don't make a distinction between the customers and your company. In fact, attach yourself to the customers. Know your market and the country you operate thoroughly. This may sound simple, but this is where most companies fail. Keep MNCs as a role model so that you can become a truly global company. Finally, succession planning is a must. Creating a second line is very, very important. Simple but very effective mantras, I would say. Before I go, here is a useful tip for many aspiring entrepreneurs by Binny Bansal, co-founder of Flipkart. In his interview to the Indian Express, he says, if you are thinking of starting a business, this is the best time. But don't take a home loan that actually kills entrepreneurship. You can never get out of it. Very sagely advised, I would say. On that thinking note, it is time to say goodbye. See you next week with another interesting story. Till then, keep watching CNBC TV 18.
Presented by HSBC Commercial Banking.
Welcome to the future of business news. CNBC TV 18 Prime HD. A service designed to change the very landscape of business news. Inspiring you with cutting-edge analysis. Carpet bombing you with 360-degree perspective. And powering your decision-making. India's first business news channel in HD. CNBC TV 18 Prime HD.
New revolutionary Nokia NFC. Just tap to share and play. Share photos, videos, play with another mobile, or pair with a headset, and lots more. Just tap